Hey folks, Pepper Princess. So today's dollar meal is going to be biscuits and gravy, a sort of, it's going to be, what would you call it, omelet, a little bit, kind of, and some bacon. So I've already got the bacon going, and I went ahead and, I'm a little bit disappointed because I already tried this and the camera fell, but my chicken had the world's biggest egg, which I can't prove it now because the camera fell down while I was breaking the egg. But so I've got one egg that I'm going to be using, and then I've got some cheese and onion, and I'm going to be using that to make the omelet portion. In case you guys didn't notice, I did get a new microphone that I'm hoping you guys will be able to hear me a little bit better, because I was getting a lot of feedback from people who said that they weren't able to completely hear me. So feedback heard, observed, and we're going to see if we can do something about that. So I'm mixing up the egg, onion, and cheese right now. And with there's a few things that I wanted to show you guys. I've been doing this money-saving, low-income stuff for so long. It is so hard to find new information out there. So not new information, new money-saving techniques, because I've been just doing it for so long. I feel, you get kind of that ego thing, and you're like, nobody can teach me how to save money. I've learned everything. Well, I finally broke down and started shopping at Winco. Winco is, as far as I know, only available on the West Coast, and it's very few and far between, but I was able to find one. And there's this bulk section at Winco, and I'm gonna, hopefully the camera won't fall again, but I'm gonna turn you in this direction and show you. So this is how the bulk food comes. The good thing about this is it's a little bit weird because they all come in, you have to fill your own little sack here, but you don't pay for marketing or packaging when you buy things this way. So the bread flour is 40 cents per pound, and then I've got some, instant mashed potatoes, some biscuit mix, taco seasoning, brown sugar. I got some almonds. I'm going to try putting that in my bread. And everything is usually between 50 cents and $1.50 a pound. The bread flour was 49 cents a pound, which is amazing. Or sorry, not even 49 cents, 40 cents a pound. Amazing. I can't believe how cheap it was. So if you guys have a Winco in your area, I highly recommend it. Other than that, I only shop at the grocery outlet. And as you know, I cook all of my own food. That is the biggest way to save. It's how I can make my low income stretch and stretch and stretch. Another thing that they sell are, so McCormick, right? You guys know McCormick. Now these are the containers, but the stuff that's inside of them, I got at Winco. Again, 40 cents a pound. Now you're gonna pay like $8 or $9 per container if you buy the McCormick at Walmart or something like that. I use the containers and I just keep refilling them with stuff from Winco. So filling it costs between 50 cents and $1 as opposed to $8. So it's really, really cheap what I'm doing here. And again, Winco, awesome stuff. So the country gravy is what I'm going to be using for my biscuits and gravy. And that's 3 tablespoons. And I think my bacon's already ready. And I apologize if I'm talking really loud. I'm so used to not having the microphone that I'm not accustomed to, I don't know if you guys can hear me real well or not. This is the first time using it, so if I'm talking really loud, I apologize. I'm just, like I said, I'm used to not having a microphone and then having to yell kind of at the camera, which is not a camera, it's an iPad. And for those of you who think it's easy to make a YouTube video, imagine having an entire conversation while looking in the mirror, because that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at myself, looking at you. So it's a little bit weird. So the country gravy just calls for 3 tablespoons and 1 cup of water. So I'm just whisking that together and heating it up. This is a really simple, really fast meal. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff cooked up, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. It'll probably take 3 or 4 minutes. Okay, and we're back. So I went ahead and made the bacon and eggs. All right, now we're gonna, well, I'm afraid to turn the camera and I'm afraid to walk away because of the microphone. I've already made the camera fall twice with the microphone, so I'll move it over here. So this is some homemade bread. It's still kind of warm. I just made it. And you can buy the homemade biscuit or the biscuits that you pop from the can. You can make your own homemade bread. There's a ton of different ways you can do this, but for now, oh, it smells amazing. I'm going to use some of my homemade bread. Let's see. There we go. Homemade bread. And here is the country gravy. This is going to be really good. I'm probably not going to be able to eat the whole thing, but that's okay. And I've got tons of gravy left over, so this is going to go for probably another 2 meals. So I'll be eating lots of country gravy. So for right now, I guess we can go ahead and take a bite. And, being low income is not about doing without. It's about getting the same stuff that all the rich people get, but for less money. This would cost $10 at Denny's. Oh, that's good. The eggs are so good with the cheese and the onion. One of these days I'm going to do a video about the Dave Ramsey method. I know that there's a lot of people out there who ask me about the Dave Ramsey method, and that is the method that I used, but I used that method before I read any of his books. It works. But I should probably go into more detail on one of my future videos. I also have a video coming up especially for All American Prepper, aka Canadian Prepper. I'm just waiting on a shipment. So that shipment's been taking like 2 weeks, but once I get that shipment, you guys are going to have some entertaining fun with that one. I'm going to be hopefully using a green screen for the first time that I'll be making in my garage, and I hope that you guys like it. It's going to be funny, and then if it's popular, I'm going to keep on going with that type of creativity. But for now, so we've got the eggs, the bacon, and the biscuits and gravy. So for now, do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out.